Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Grossbullen and welcome to the JesseAF show. Today is Wednesday, May 8th, 2019, episode 87 of my daily podcast. Yeah, that's right, daily. That means every single day I'll be posting a new episode, so please check in tomorrow for my next episode. I'm on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So if you have any of those platforms, please consider subscribing. That way you get notifications for whenever I post a new episode. Anything can happen. And what I mean by that is literally anything can happen. I could get hit by a car today. I could get hit by a bus today. I could get into a car accident. I don't know why it's all about cars. I'm in my car. Anything can happen. A fire could happen. I mean, you look at your every single day and you're like, what do I need to change about it, right? And you're like, okay, it's good. I'm enjoying life, but work, it's not that great, but it's fine. I can deal with it, whatever. I'll get somewhere else eventually. Anything can happen, right? You could get fired today. You could fall and get hurt today. Anything can happen. And when you're living life, predicting the future, or at least trying to predict the future and saying, I'm going to get here at this time, and I'm going to do this tomorrow, and I'm going to do this in a year from now. I'm going to be there in 3 years from now. You're literally ignoring the fact that anything can happen. You are being hopeful. And being hopeful about this goal that you have in the future. Like, I'm going to reach $1 million in 2040. Okay, maybe. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Maybe this happens. Maybe you have a kid. Maybe this happens. Whatever it is. Anything can happen. Maybe you might not even live to 2040. You have to live every single day like it's your last, but at the same time, you have to live life where you're happy all the time and always expecting the next day to be better. At the same time, you have to live every day like it's its own day. But you also have to plan for the future of your business. You have to plan for the future of your home. You have to plan for the future of your family, whatever it is. Sure. But anything can happen. I mean, you have to be flexible. You can't just go into life saying, I'm going to be right on this dot. And if I don't get there, I'm going to be disappointed in myself. Because when you're that way, when you disappoint yourself, because you cannot make it to that goal that you wanted to achieve, you haven't accounted for the whole idea that anything can happen. I mean, you can run a successful business until it's not successful anymore, and then it fails, and then it goes bankrupt, and then guess what? You feel hopeless. But anything can happen. Maybe your next business is going to be even more successful. Maybe it's going to be more bankrupt. Maybe it's just going to fail automatically. You never know until you try. And that's kind of just how life goes. And you have to try, and you have to just keep on trying different things. Because the only way you can actually have fun at life is if you keep trying different things. If you keep on pushing the limit to different things. You can't live life expecting everything to be bad all your life. I mean, you can't just say, oh man, my life sucks. Tomorrow's gonna suck. This week's gonna suck. Today was awful, so the rest of the week is just gonna be terrible. Why? Why live like that? I know so many people that literally say, this week is gonna suck. You're setting yourself up for failure if you do that. I mean, have some optimism, but don't have so much optimism that's delusional. It's delusion. because you don't want to be so hopeful for this amazing week and then you just can't handle it when it gets bad. That's not good. It really isn't. You have to live every day as if it were a new day. That's what I do every single day. I wake up every single day around the same exact time. Not maybe exactly the same time, because seconds and minutes, I like being correct with everything that I say, so I'll say that. Not exactly every single day at the same time. Because, of course, maybe sometime, like, I'm going to be a second off. Or maybe I'm going to be, 3 minutes off. Whatever. That's another deal. But if you live your life thinking too far into the future, maybe you're trying to really push for this goal of yours, and if you don't get it in time, you're going to feel bad about yourself, and you're like, I have to get it then. I have to. It can be unrealistic, and you can really hurt yourself over that. You don't want to hurt yourself with an unrealistic goal. I mean, you have to be practical. You do. I mean, I'm going to work hard at getting more fit. Maybe I might not have time this summer to get more fit. I'm going to try to get on my bike more often this summer. I'll try it. I will. I'll try to ride my bike at least once a week. I'll probably get more than just once a week, but who knows? Maybe I might not have the time. Maybe I might not have the energy. I don't know. But I can hope. But that hope isn't so strong that if I don't do it, I'm going to be a disappointment to myself. You can't be a disappointment to yourself if you're living life. I mean, life is full of disappointments, and if you recognize every one of those disappointments as this big deal, and guess what? You're just not going to be happy in general. You don't want to live life like that. You want to live life happy, right? You want to enjoy the rest of your life. You don't want to be upset all the time. So why think about these disappointments like there's some big deal? You could bankrupt 20 companies in your life. You could also become a billionaire at the end of it all. You could. You just have to stay true to yourself. You have to understand who you are, and you have to understand your limits, and you have to understand what your limits are now and what your limits can be later, because we all have limits. Maybe sometimes those limits change a little bit because we get better at certain things, but we do have limits. You have to enjoy your life. You have to be happy. And when you're disappointed all the time, you're not going to be happy. You have to be happy with who you are becoming. If you're not happy with who you are and who you're becoming, change that. Do it. Change it, because that is the most important thing you can do. You have to be happy about you before you can ever be happy about anyone else. Be self-motivated. Be happy about yourself. Complete your own heart, You don't need someone else to complete your heart for you. You don't need that psychologist you're going to talk you into being a perfect person. You don't need that. You need to understand yourself, and you have to accept who you are, and you have to be happy with who you are. Stand out. If standing out means making a video and posting it on YouTube and being yourself, or posting a video of you singing on TikTok because you love singing, do it. If that's what you love doing, if you just want to pop up and be who you are, do it. Because anything can happen. Maybe tomorrow the stock market crashes, and guess what? Now your money is now nothing. Maybe you have no money now. Maybe it's even worse now. Maybe you have to live in the streets. Anything can happen. Anything. Your house could get robbed. Are you going to let that stand in your way? No, but are you going to let that looming darkness really hurt you? Don't let it. Be happy. Prevail. Go against the darkness. Shine the light on it. Be you. Be happy. Enjoy your life. Always be happy. I mean, so many people all the time focus on not being happy, and it's not good. If something's not working in your daily life, change it. Change who you're hanging out with if you're hanging out with really depressing people. They have to help themselves. You can't help them. I know I've been in that scenario. I've believed that I have to help other people all the time, but I'm not focusing enough on myself, and I'm just falling behind personally, but I'm pushing them far ahead. They're going to leave you eventually. It'll happen. When they're in that mindset and they need that help, and they don't know how to help themselves, they're probably going to leave you eventually. It'll happen. You have to be with strong people. You have to be with people like you. And when you're not with people like you, you hurt, you suffer, you fall behind. Don't fall behind. Don't be held back by people that you surround yourself with because you believe you need to help them more than you need to help yourself. You come first, because anything can happen. They could die. They could just disappear one day. Anything can happen. Live your life to the fullest. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's episode. I know I did. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you have a really, 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 really great day. And I will see you tomorrow.